NBC4 Investigates was first to break the news of David's arrest. He is now being hailed without bail for the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The teenager's body was found inside of David's impounded Tesla. That was back in September. He was reportedly on tour at the time.
All right, there's an update on the David story.
Yes.
We have been following this now for several months.
Yeah, we intermittently have covered this. This has been an interesting story. Los Angeles-based musician David, D4VD, found with a dead girl in his Tesla in the front trunk. That's gross. That's crazy. And it seemed like it was an open and shut case with him. Like, it was pretty clear what was going down, but it's been what, 7 months?
Yeah.
7-8 months since the initial evidence.
And this is normally a very quiet road here in the Hollywood Hills, but about 24 hours ago, it became a police scene as the LAPD arrested the singer David outside this home.
He's finally just been charged. He's been charged with first-degree murder, lewd and lascivious acts with a person under 14, which is insane, mutilating a body, and he's pleading not guilty. But this somebody was found dead in his car.
Yeah.
So that's seems pretty damning.
Yeah, and especially, that's not even considering that she was 13 at the time. She was 14 when she was found, but they connected when she was 13. So this is a minor who had been living with him, and they apparently had like a relationship, which is crazy. And what's most interesting about this case, one, it's so vindicating to finally see this go down, to see him arrested. Generally, I'm not a fan of the justice system, and especially not for black men or young black men. But in this case, it's just wild to see everything that's gone down. It's a sad story. It's just really, really interesting. Obviously, it's here in LA. This was one of the first stories that we covered, kind of doing like news.
Yeah.
And I just think it's interesting. This is like a follow-up on that. We don't have a ton, like this isn't going to be a super in-depth segment.
Yeah.
Just like a quick rundown of everything going down. It was really intriguing to me that that what they're charging him with is life without parole or even the death penalty, which I think is crazy.
Wow.
Charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring. That is first-degree murder with special circumstances. The special circumstances being lying in wait, committing this crime for financial gain, or murdering a witness in an investigation. These special circumstances carry with it, along with the first-degree murder charge, a maximum sentence of life without the possibility of parole or the death penalty.
Wow. That's probably, like you said, I'm not a big fan of the justice system.
No.
I mean, I think you said it really well, but I think in this case, this is just an incredibly, whether he did it, whomever did it, it was just a horrendous thing to have done to somebody. I think it's safe to say that he definitely, it's kind of widely known he did have a relationship with this young girl.
Yeah, they were on stream together. Like they were everywhere. They would seen out at concerts. She would like live at his house. She had been reported as a missing person.
Yeah.
And then gone back to where she was from in like Elsinore to see her family, and then come back to his house in the Hollywood Hills. So it was just like this thing that had been going on for multiple years.
So we can say with real certainty that they were connected.
They were absolutely connected.
And then he's been charged with this, and we'll leave it at that. He's been charged.
He's in jail in Los Angeles in the 77th precinct in South Central, which is not going to be the most friendly jail for you to be in Los Angeles.
Not for what you've done.
So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we're waiting for the final decision, the court decision to come down. So we'll have to wait to get that. But it does look like this is kind of a wrap. Kind of an end to what's been a long story.
Around the time of the singer's arrest, NBC4 shot exclusive video of David's attorney, Blair Burke, leaving her office. Then today, NBC4 Investigates obtained surveillance video that appears to show the defense attorney near the police scene minutes later. This afternoon, Blair Burke returned to the home where police arrested the singer and made no comments as she left.
How many times do we see somebody just get charged with something just crazy, especially when it comes to like sex pestery stuff, and their career just kind of survives?
Yeah.
And so like here's a case where maybe the people, their appropriate action has been taken.
Yeah. Especially with his family too. His family is a bunch of lawyers, and they had kind of like tried to cape for him. And I mean, it's your child, so I can understand, but it's still just a wild case. Wild to see how everything's come down, and see see what comes from this.
Yep. So we'll keep an eye on this. We're not going to do breathless coverage
No.
of every day in court, but I think we'll at least do one more update.
One
on
more
this.
update when this finishes out.
Yeah, when the trial ends and we have a verdict, and then from there we'll see. But stay with us. We're going to keep on this as it goes on. This is just
A developing story.
developing story indeed. Thank you for watching the Wholesome Music Podcast, the DIY podcast for DIY musicians. My name is Augustus Watkins.
My name is Cam LJ.
We are doing this content at least twice a week, so please join us on the main feed. Like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Yes.